What's up, Saigon? This is Jay. Today we have a great show for you. We got a really interesting guest. This guy's funny. Well, he's a comedian, so he should be. He's handsome, he's interesting, he's charming, he's all of those things. And of course, he paid me to say those things, so I'm gonna collect money from him on the spot. Without further ado, let's get Devin Monaghan over here.
I brought you I think it's a plant. Yeah. It's very simple to take care of it, and it'll grow very, very quickly.
I hope you don't mind if I stop at times to do that. So you think that might have some effect on this?
Yes, the studies I've read all were very long.
Okay. So tell me what's going on.
Let's see. Right now it's summer, so I'm not teaching as much. I just got done with the 48-hour film contest, and that was a remarkable experience. I had a lot of fun. I was very lucky to have a team of people who knew what they were doing, and then I got thrown in there. I was originally just going to be security for the project, but I ended up being one of the main actors and writers. Yeah.
Cool. And how are you?
Right now?
Oh, sorry. This time I was talking to your beard.
So we can talk about the beard, okay? I don't like this beard, but I need it to protect me from the sun when I'm driving. Okay. I'm growing this out just to be have it cut later on, and then I'll donate it to children with cancer.
Okay, yeah.
Because they lose all of their hair.
Listen, man, there's a lot of young Vietnamese kids who would love a full head of red hair.
Yes.
So
yes.
You're doing a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, and it's gonna pay for rent. So
every time I've got a guest on here, I like to know what they've been watching these days. TV, movies. You got any suggestions for us or what?
I guess I have
three maximum.
3 maximum.
Yeah.
My first suggestion would be family friendly. It's 3 Idiots. It's a Bollywood movie from India, of course. It's got everything I could ever want from in a movie, and I was shocked and blown away by the quality. The story's incredible. The music's really cool too. Yeah.
Who recommended that to you?
I
Must have been someone pretty smart.
I can't remember. Yeah, very modest.
Modest, yes, of course. That's number one.
Right.
I've seen that film and I liked it a lot myself.
Yeah.
So good recommendation. What about your second?
I would have to go with something many people my age thoroughly enjoy, and that's a cartoon series called Rick and Morty. Okay. It's a sci-fi comedy, and it's truly changed television.
I've seen a couple episodes on your recommendation, and they were great. It's very thought-provoking, which reminds me of the way Simpsons used to be, right?
Yeah.
Of course, this takes it to a whole new level. I mean, it makes you think about existence and the universe, and
yeah. Wow. My last recommendation would be a comedian who I like, but is definitely not family friendly.
Please don't suggest yourself.
Right. No, I'm
just
family friendly.
corny.
Yeah. Doug Stanhope.
Oh yeah.
He actually was just here. He performed in Saigon a couple months ago.
You saw him?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It was a tremendous experience. I was in the front row.
You get a chance to talk to him at all?
He ran away into his hotel room.
Okay, good recs. I've got one for this week. It's a movie that I think has flown under the radar for a lot of people. If you're a science fiction or fan of technology or thought-provoking film, you gotta see this. It's called Ex Machina. It's a riveting directorial debut from Andy Garland, who is also the director of the new movie Annihilation with Natalie Portman. He was able to tighten it up so there's hardly a wasted minute or a wasted scene, and it had some awesome little segments that I don't really want to talk about because I don't want to spoil it, but have you seen the film?
It's pronounced Ex Machina, but yeah, I have seen
I'm mistaken. Sorry, guys. What was your favorite scene?
Early on in the film, when we meet the kind of crazy, eccentric scientist, he's outside boxing and exercising. The protagonist asks him, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, after I get drunk, I like to go exercise the next day to get it all out of me." And the protagonist is like, "Oh, really? Cool. So, how many people were at the party?" And he's like, "What party?" And that's when we kind of realize this guy's got some issues. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember that scene. My favorite scene was dance scene. Man, it was just out of left field, and all of a sudden you get this dance sequence. Great film. Check it out. see that, man?
It's a gradual thing. Yeah, I told you.
You weren't lying when you said it grows fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
Did you say we had to pray or something? Man?
Yeah, I was actually praying that you'd ask me an interesting question. I'm a writer. I don't like to call myself a novelist until someone pays me money for a book, but right now I just started a new novel that I really like, and it's forced me to learn a lot. 90% of writing a novel is research or pre-writing. And it's a long process, and it's a very lonely process too.
So what's this novel called?
Failed Novel number 67.
Is that the sequel to Failed number 66? That's part of your series?
Yeah,
with no sort of connected thread, I notice.
No.
And not much thought behind them, or...
Yeah, not very much thought goes into it.
A lot of spelling mistakes.
I had to add characters in at the last minute. I'd forgotten I was supposed to do that.
Do you ever use spell check?
Spell check?
Just throwing it out there, man.
English is barely my first language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Give us some background into who Devin is.
Yeah, I'm from Portland, Oregon. Very cool, creative city. Has a population about the same size as District 1 and District 3 here in Saigon. It's a wet, cold city.
Sounds nice. What brings you to Saigon?
I wasn't doing anything that important or impressive back in the States, and then I found out about living here through a friend, and I said, might as well come over here, become an American teacher, not English teacher, American teacher. There's no U in color in my classroom. That was 5 years ago, and I have hated every moment of it.
Well, you seem to be able to hide it well.
Yeah, it's a good life skill. Learn how to disguise your hate. It will revolutionize family life, school life, business life.
I feel the same way. I've been hiding my boredom since the interview started, and as you can see, I kind of look interested.
Wow.
So
I like the chemistry we have. It's nice. I feel like it'd be better for holding hands.
You know what? I'm not into that, but we can try it. I mean, let's see what happens. You know what? Let's try it next time.
Okay.
All right.
Let it go, let it go.
Is a vegetable. Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Like, I mean, this thing is twice the size. You aren't kidding. Even the
Plants.
planter has changed colors. It's amazing. So, you know, I keep hearing that you're a comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard any proof during this episode.
You know, they say during an interview you're only as funny as the person asking questions. So, you know, but yeah, I do comedy here for about 5 years. The scene has grown exponentially. Not just how many expats are coming to shows, but then also how many Vietnamese are getting involved as well. And it's been amazing to watch new Vietnamese comedians being funny in a second language, because some people can't even be funny in a first language, let alone a second one. And so it's been really cool to see.
I came to a couple of your shows, and I can't say that I was that impressed, but I'm glad you guys are actually doing something about the comedy scene here.
Yeah, if you go to Comedy Saigon or Funny People Saigon, Stand Up Saigon, if you look into Facebook for these groups, there's amazing work being done by a lot of different people.
We're going to take a look at a little video you brought for us, so let's take a look.
My name is Devin Monaghan, and I identify as single. Yes. My girlfriend disagrees, but I don't want to have to mansplain my sexuality, okay? It gets difficult. You know, I've been here 5 years. Before I came to Vietnam, finding a hair in my food was a big deal. My friend and I were at KFC today because we were drunk, and he found a hair in his chicken burger. When you think about all the unnecessary drugs being pumped into these chickens, all the growth hormones, antibiotics, antidepressants, okay? Think of all the bleached flour going into the cheap buns. A human hair is the most nutritious ingredient in my poison sandwich. I like a banh mi, where a human hair just means it's fresh. America is the only country on the planet that fears secondhand smoke more than firsthand bullets. I am not an expat. I am a first world refugee.
It's funnier the second time.
You're right. Oh, man, that was funny. That was really, really funny.
Yeah.
Man, I'm convinced. You guys got to go check this guy out.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be?
I'll be at Yoko this coming
Okay.
Sunday. That'll be a really cool show. There are some shows at Heart of Darkness on Wednesdays, and I also host trivia at Heart of Darkness. And then there's an open mic at Indica.
Okay.
This is all the things you can find out if you look up Comedy Saigon or Funny People Saigon.
We'll have links down
Yeah.
below, so you
Yeah.
can check that out.
Yeah, and it's a golden age of creativity in the city, in every form of art, and it's really exciting to see, and it's really exciting for me to be able to claim credit for all of it.
Is there anything you want to leave us with? Maybe a little bit of advice for the youngsters out there who might want to pursue comedy, or any life advice?
Here's some advice. Follow your jealousies. I remember one time, this will only be a short 17-minute story.
Okay.
I remember one time they voted who was the funniest person in class, and I lost in high school, and I was furious. And that's how I knew that I should be funnier, and then also a comedian, because that's, when they voted, who was most likely to, be an athlete, I didn't get, peeved or anything. But yeah, follow your jealousies. Find people that you're jealous of, and then do what they do, and try to do it for a little bit cheaper, so then people will hire you instead of someone else. So yeah.
You know what? All jokes aside, pleasure having you on board today. This guy's a very interesting cat, and you can check him out at places down below.
That reminds me, I have a funny cat story to do.
You know what? We're running out of time anyways. We got to get Devin on board again one day. Might be a few years, because we're kind of busy. We got better people coming. Thanks for the plant.
You're welcome.
And, you owe me some money, man. What's going on? I said all those nice things. I could edit everything out.
It is in the process
Okay,
of
so
going into the mail.
How long it doesn't take long, right? A few weeks?
Yeah,
All right. At least we know the money's coming, all right?
you said the camera was off.
Oh, you're right. It's off. Don't worry about
It's
it.
off. Why do you keep looking at it? Just habit?
I'm looking at the plant, man.
You're looking at the plant. Yeah, I thought I brought a pretty good gift for you, but
Listen,
no.
man, I haven't had a drink all day. Now let's get out of here. Let's get wasted. Let's have a good time, man. It's already afternoon.
Yes.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
That way?
Yeah, let me help you.
Okay. Sorry, no, just a rugby injury.
End with. So that was our episode for today. Thank you to Devin. Thank you to our sponsors. Well, we don't have any, but you could be one of them. Hopefully next time we have exciting, interesting guest for you guys. Sorry about today for those who didn't like it. Hey man, I'm only as good as the people I have on, right? You can't blame me, all right? Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Catch you guys next time.